Comrie-Picard. People call me ACP because the name's too long. And we're standing in front of my X Games rally car. I'm competing in both rally car racing and super rally, the two disciplines at X Games, and I've competed there every year since it started. I'm going to show you around my car. So this is a Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution, a great tuner car, but we make a bunch of upgrades to make it much safer, much faster, and much stronger. So we start with a basic Mitsubishi Evolution. We strip it down to the bare shell, seam weld everything, stitch it together so it's stronger, and put in a chromoly roll cage, so it's extremely strong. Beyond that, we make performance upgrades. First thing to do with a rally car, we double plate everything. So the shock mount here, you can see, has got a twin plate on the top, a bunch of strut bars that go back and tie into the roll cage. We build a more powerful motor, in this case a stroker motor, 2.3 liters up from the standard 2 liters. This one has a huge turbo on it and a manifold which is specifically for X Games, and make a bunch of custom piping and things. Got to cool the engine down. We have a oil heat exchanger and a big radiator to take care of cooling. Putting the heat exchanger here takes the oil cooler out of the front right corner of the car, and by doing that we can tear off the two corners of the car if we hit a tree or whatever and still continue. That's thanks to having this on the car. So it's extremely important in rallying to have good traction, and traction comes down to great shock absorbers. We use Öhlins out of Sweden, and having great tires. It's really important to have absolutely the best tires available. So we're looking here at BF Goodrich G-Force rally tires. They have a really sharp edge. They've got a great tread pattern in here, and really importantly, they have a really strong carcass, so you almost never have flat tires. And that's really important in rallying. That's how you win, by not screwing up and having any flat tires. We lighten the car. There's some carbon fiber and things there. Now beyond that, let's go inside the car and think about some of the control things. You can see we have some instrumentation things, stacked dashboard and so on, and you know, racing steering wheels, Recaro seats, which I always use. But beyond that, we've got some special gauges. The gauge on the top left tells me what my center differential is doing. It's a hydraulically operated center differential, and I map the computers that control it. That controls a lot of your handling, how that computer's mapped. And then a fuel gauge, boost gauge, and a bunch of switches that operate some of the engine ECU matters. The Recaro seats. Everything's lightened. You know, we take everything out of the car, make it as high performance as possible. Amazingly, aerodynamics become really important, especially over about 60 miles an hour. So we have one of the wings from the WRC cars, one of the Mitsubishis, and it's been aerodynamically awesome for us. Over 60 miles an hour, the car flies nose up. The problem is under 60 miles an hour, it flies nose down, and that's a challenge for us at X Games where we have a big jump. But at 125 miles an hour, you can take your hands off the steering wheel on a gravel road, and this will make you go straight. Underbody you can't quite see, but we have Kevlar skid plates, various types of polyethylene and so on to protect you. You can see all the rocks and things that get thrown up and beat it up pretty badly. And that's your basics. If you want to go rallying, you need to take a production car, make it stronger, give it great suspension, and then make it faster. And then you have to be a great driver, and maybe someday you'll be at the X Games.